Watch your character.
All right now.
Watch your character.
Yes.
Believers today are lacking character, integrity in their hearts.
Yes.
It's true. It's so true.
We need to have character. We need to have integrity in our hearts. If you say you're going to do something, do it.
That's right. Jesus said again.
If you lie or cheat, Jesus is not happy with you.
Amen.
If you don't pay your bills and you owe money, Jesus is not happy with
All
you.
right.
That's right,
Praise
brother.
the Lord.
You telling the truth.
That's
Amen.
us.
Abimelech, he wanted Sarah. Sarah was Abraham's wife. Sarah was about in her 70s, and she was still attractive. He wanted her. So Abraham lied to him, said, "This is my sister." Well, he half lied because there was a half sister. Okay. That night, the Lord appeared to Abimelech in his dream and said, "You are a dead man for taking another man's wife." But look what Abimelech said. Abimelech said, "Because the integrity of my heart, my faithfulness to you, my honesty, I did not know." They told me. They both told me. But then look what God said. God said, "Because the integrity of your heart, that's why I did not let you touch her."
Yes.
I'm here to tell you, because the integrity of your heart, you make a mistake, God will still protect you.
Yes, He will.
Yes, he will.
We got to build that character, that integrity in us.
Yeah.
You say you're going to do something, do it.
There you go.
You say you're going to be in church, do it.
That's right. Amen.
You say you're going to read the word, do it.
Yes, sir.
You say you're going to serve God, serve God.
That's right.
Okay, let me stand next to Bishop. You say you're going to pay your tithes, do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want y'all throwing anything.
They ain't no Lord. They ain't no
But we got to build that character, that integrity.
Yes.
And saints, and my sister would tell you, growing up, yes, I was the most quiet one. I think I was the least one to get in trouble. But I thank God for the military, because the military is the one that taught me discipline, integrity, and character. Because it meant something when you put that uniform on.
Yes.
And yes, I did. When I put that dress uniform on, yeah, I walked with a big chest. And I was proud. I was serving my country, serving the United States Navy. I mean, I was proud.
Yes.
And whenever I put that uniform, I made sure it's squared away. I've been out of the military for so long now that I still do the same thing. I do the same thing with the post office uniform.
Yes.
I make sure my uniform is squared away,
Yes.
and I treat everyone the same. That's because that character, that integrity.
Yes.
And I'm here to tell you, I also learned that through my pastor.
Yes. Yes.
His character,
Yes.
his integrity, that I saw throughout the years sitting in that front pew,
Yes.
Yes.
how he carried himself.
Oh yes.
And I was determined to do the same thing.
All right.
Saints, when you leave here tonight, work on your character, work on your integrity. Amen.
Amen.
Well, we come to the last letter. H. Watch your household. I had a pleasure, and I say probably about 3 or 5 years ago is when I learned about Google search. And I was determined to find a church similar to Tabernacle Voice of Deliverance. So what I did was, under Google search, I put full gospel.
Oh, God.
I had 3 hits.
Oh my God.
So I went to all 3 of them. And the third one kind of reminded me of Tabernacle. So I started fellowshipping with them. And I said that to tell you this, is when I first met them, they was having service in a hotel. About a year later, the Lord blessed them to move into a church. They wanted to build a church, but the pastor, realtor, called them, said there's a church that went up for sale. Come look at it. Came look at it. The Spirit told them, this is it. Nice church. But it needed a lot of work because they were running a daycare center out of it. So I told the pastor, which is Apostle John Horn and First Lady Barbara Horn, two good people, spiritual leaders. They can't wait to meet Bishop because I talk about him all the time. Bishop Prophet Tucker. They want. When I'm down there working, that's all I'm talking about. Bishop Prophet Tucker. And then the last time I worked with him, he asked me, "How's Bishop and Prophet Tucker?" But one day when he was down there, we were prepping the hallway for painting. So I asked him. I said, "Apostle, how big was your first church when you started going out on your own?" And this is what he said. He said, "It was my wife and my 3 sons." Saints, I'm here to tell you, your house should be your first mission field.
Yes.
That's right.
Even if you're a pastor, an elder, a minister, a church leader, your house should be the first mission field.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen.
I know that me with and I pray for my daughter Jennifer. Y'all remember her? Who's in the world. Some of us got loved ones in the world. But I'm here to tell you that, my heart sometimes feels heavy for her. She is a grown woman.
Yes.
Even though she's still short like she always been. But I pray for her.
Yes.
Same way y'all probably pray for your loved ones.
Yes.
The Bible talks about Abraham, who found out that Lot was taken, all his belongings. So the Bible also says that Abraham's servants that was trained under him in his own house, what they did was they went and pursued and got Lot back in all his belongings. I'm here to tell you, when the devil takes something from you, you pursue.
Yes.
I'm not giving up on my daughter.
That's right.
In fact, I told her when I moved back to Virginia, you need to work on moving back to Virginia. And she did bless me with a grandson. He's 7 years old.
All right.
I call him Little Man. But getting back on track. But we have to go and pursue.
Yes.
David, when they was in Ziklag, David and his army, they left to go fight.
Yeah.
Now, forgive me for saying this group. I try to practice it, but the Amalekites, when they came to Ziklag, they took everything.
Yes, they
their
did.
wives,
Yeah.
their kids,
Yeah.
everything. They even burned Ziklag up. So when David and his troops got back, surprise to them, their city was burnt. All those troops looked at David. The Bible said they were ready to stone him.
Yeah.
He was ready, as they say, ready to get a beat down. But look what David did. David was encouraged, required to talk to the Lord.
Yes.
And said, "Lord, I want to pursue."
Yeah.
And look what the Lord said. He said, "Pursue." I'm here to tell you, if something valuable to you, family, children, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got permission from God to pursue.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's not time to be sitting home and crying.
That's right.
It's not time to be sitting home being all stressful.
Yeah.
Pursue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Yes.
You got to drive them kicking and screaming. Do it.
Hey, give up. That's right.
I'm 200 pounds. I'll help you. Pursue. Don't give up.
Amen.
My Lord.
That goes for people that fall into the wayside. We got to pursue.
Yes. We have to.
I'm here to tell you, saints. Bishop is looking for strong people.
Yes.
Amen. Hallelujah.
He's looking for prayer warriors.
Yes.
He's looking for people to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can't do it all.
No, you can't.
He can't pursue by himself. Guess who he needs?
Us.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
And how can you support Bishop? How can you support this ministry? How can you pursue if you got bitterness in your heart? Or you anger?
My.
Jesus.
Or you in the time of temptation?
Preach some.
My.
I saw somebody, I had a customer, I never said it to them. I said it to myself. And then I asked for forgiveness. But they're always upset. They snatch the mail from out of my hand. When I walk by, I just say, Lord, please tell them don't eat no more lemon. Because that's how they look. Oh, you ever take a bite out of lemon?
Yeah.
And you,
Amen, yes.
that's how they look every morning. Then I ask for forgiveness. But saints, I'm pursuing.
Praise the Lord.
And reason why I picked this message, to me it was a perfect message. And besides how I got this message, when everything was moving in line, I did tell a certain someone, I guarantee you that Bishop's gonna have me preach Sunday night. Oh no, he's not. No, Bishop is on fire. He gonna preach. 2 weeks later, oh, Bishop's gonna have me preach tonight. But I have a 70-mile drive one way to work in where I live.
Yeah.
And I take that time to talk with the Lord. And I said, Lord, I want something powerful for Tabernacle.
Yes.
I said that they haven't seen me in 13 years.
Yeah.
Only certain ones heard from me. They don't know what's happening. I want something powerful. I want a message that my pastor's going to be proud of me.
Yes.
Yeah. Praise God.
And all of a sudden, he gave me the topic, and I went to work. I went to study, and I said, that's it.
Great word.
That's
That's
it.
Amen.
That is it.
Amen.
That is it. Why? Because we need to pursue.
Why?
Too many churches are closing down because they're not pursuing.
That's
Exactly
right.
right.
That's right.
There's churches today that's got so much temptation inside of it.
Yeah.
Did you know there's churches in Texas that are closing?
Yeah.
Just closing their doors.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
The birds are using it for homes.
Look at
Jesus.
And where are their members going? None. I'm here to tell you, you are not going to get this from Facebook.
That's right.
No, sir.
That is
Stay away from them Facebook gangsters.
Yes.
Mhm.
They are not called to preach.
They're
My
not.
mind.
Now, I was sure from my pastor, when all this transpired, and I was not going to let no one ordain me outside of bishop and prophet.
All right.
Amen.
Because I knew when it came time that I was ready.
Thank
My
you.
Did
God.
y'all enjoy the word?
Yeah.
Stand on your feet and give God praise.
Glory God. Hallelujah. Oh, bless the Lord.
Man, let this church say amen. Come on, say it one more time. Praise the Lord. Amen. Did the man of God preach? Amen. Amen. I'm going to tell you one of the things you have on your body. Amen. Bishop, what is that? What is it? That's right. Your tongue.
My mind.
Amen. And Jay said that your tongue can't no man take.
Amen.
Huh?
Yes.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah.
Praise God. They take the Holy Ghost,
Yeah. Yeah.
power of God,
Yeah.
and change this tongue.
Yeah.
Praise God. Amen.
My God, my
That's
God.
why a lot of people don't say today. The
All
tongue.
the time. Yes,
Tongue.
Yeah.
Amen. Praise God. Don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
Don't you know when you say oh, amen, hurt their feelings and treat them like you treat them wrong?
Yeah.
Don't you know you're going to get it back?
Amen.
Whatever you sow is coming back to you.
My mind.
Amen, praise God. Because his power in your tongue. Oh yeah, amen. When I'm praying for you, sometimes I speak the word and you be healed.
Yeah.
Power. Power.
Power.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Glory to
Amen.
God.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Amen. Praise God. All you said, heal in the name of Jesus. Get up there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, baby.
My
Go
God,
ahead.
my
You
God.
should be you be giving the water.
Yeah.
Amen.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
And one amen. He was sick how long? 2 years? How long the lady been sick? The old lady was 77 years old.
2 years and 6 months.
Huh? 2 years and 6 months. I took her by the hand to walk in Jesus' name.
Yeah.
Amen. What she did?
She got her walk.
What she started doing? Kissing the bus.
My God.
Yo, God. Power in the tongue.
Power.
Praise God. I ain't got to be with you. Praise God. If you believe, I'm going to speak the word.
Speak the word. Hallelujah.
It's the truth.
Amen. What is it? Thank you, right? Centurion. Yeah, Centurion. Told Jesus. Amen. My servant at home, praise God, is
That's
sick.
what he
Amen.
said. He said-
Amen. I don't want you to come to my house.
Just
So I got men waiting on me. When I said go, they go.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Speak the word.
Speak the word.
Amen. Jesus spoke the word. Jesus said there's with great faith all ears. Amen.
Yeah.
At the same time he spoke the word, the
Yeah.
servant was healed.
Heal. Yeah. God. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Power, Lord.
Amen.
Power.
Praise the Lord.
Power in the tongue.
Yes, sir. Did you live right God of his name to you? He'll talk to you. Amen, praise. I know one of my mom took too much milk. Praise God. I told him why I said, go on the phone right now and call that girl right now.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
But when I called the girl, she said, Mom, I took too much milk. So I don't know what to do. So I'm going to lay down. She said, don't you lay down. Amen. So you drank some plenty of water. Said, as long as you can. And she did. Got all right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
My
It's power in
God.
the tongue.
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Amen. Praise God. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, God's good all the
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
Amen. Praise God. Amen. And you're going to get deeper. Amen. You grow this thing.
Yes.
Now, amen. You know why some people talk so much? Because they ain't seized up in it.
That's what it is.
Amen. So you got to take a long time to get saved real good.
Yes, sir.
You got to get seasoned.
That's so good.
God said the word be seasoned with grace.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's right.
What ham take the bill? Press ham, carry that ham. Smith ham. Huh?
Cured ham. What the-
Amen.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Cured.
No, God. That's why the Bible says strong one back for the weak one. Because they season now. Look, you want to stay strong? Hang around strong people.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh God, amen. When you hang around people ain't doing nothing, don't know nothing. Hey, what you hang around with? They can't help you. Hang around somebody got some knowledge. It's strong. Give me to God.
Go ahead,
You will learn
Bishop.
something.
Go ahead, Bishop. Yes, Bishop. Yeah.
That's so good.
What a word. Glory to God.
Amen.
Yes, Jesus.
Amen.
Oh, God. What a word. Hey, hallelujah. Glory to you. Yes, God.
I think my sister, pray God, amen. She didn't tell me what I said, pray God, amen. I was talking to her yesterday. I said, I had a dream, went to heaven. I said, one of the beautiful places you want to see up there. I said, I didn't want to come back. Amen. She said, you had to come back because you couldn't work. I said, you told me the same thing. Sister in our church, the old lady told me. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
God be there really to her.
Yeah.
God will talk with you if you leave it right.
Yeah.
He'll thank you. Y'all know that?
Glory to God. Yeah,
Oh,
he'll
yeah,
do
praise
it.
God.
He'll do it.
Amen. I was down there in the Chesapeake Boulevard, praise God. And God spoke to me again, praise God. Amen. Amen. He said, I got great work for you to do.
Hallelujah, God. Yes, God.
I enjoy for God talking. Yeah, he'll talk to me.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
Amen. Thank God for hallelujah. Thank God. He made me feel so good today.
Oh, hallelujah. Glory to God.
He said, yeah, that's the one.
Yes, glory to God.
Then the Lord talking to him.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, we're talking to him. Amen.
Yeah.
He obeyed you, did he?
Yes.
He murdered it.
Hallelujah.
You're doing fine.
Yes, Lord. Yes, sir. That's all right.
Amen. You obey the Lord, what?
Yeah.
You'll be blessed.
Yeah.
Amen. Disobey, bring what? Curse.
Yeah.
Obey what? Bring blessings.
Hallelujah.
Praise God. He told us about paying our tithe, didn't he?
That's right. Pay him.
Oh, God. Amen. He said, be what? Provide for your sake, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Keep sitting on your butt.
That's right.
Amen.
Yes.
For my God said, beloved above all things, is to be properly helped and your soul prosper.
Yes.
The deep you get in God, the well on the beat. So that cutting the step right now.
My God.
Oh, man.
Hey, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hey.
Oh, being your boy.
Yeah. Glory.
Sometimes you like to keep a 13 years old. Well, in the spirit here.
Yeah.
When you get in the spirit, big God, you give a prayer. Yeah. Just like when you speak in tongues.
My mind.
Yeah. That's God speaking to you.
Yeah.
He give you extra strength.
Yeah.
Amen. When you're finished speaking in tongues, yes, sir.
He never
In the
moves.
spirit, you're not in time.
That's right.
You know why? Because when your natural set, the God uses you.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Ooh, God. Hallelujah.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
They
God.
does not say, they don't know what they're missing.
No, they don't.
No, they don't know what they're missing. Glory to God. Yeah, Lord, I dream big God in me. Look, I was flying in the air.
My God.
I said, nobody got no wing.
Oh, my Lord.
Then I dream my chicken ladder. That way I reach all together.
Hey, glory.
And on the end of that ladder so bright, I couldn't look at it.
Yeah.
God, they even said, well,
Sit down the top.
that's right.
God, right there. Woo.
Oh, yes, sir.
I don't know what y'all do.
Amen.
Amen. So something, you know what? Sometimes God wants you to do,
Yeah,
right?
will.
That's right.
Amen. He talked to Joseph in the dream, didn't he?
Yes, Bishop.
Oh, yeah. So how they going to be bowing down to him?
Yeah.
That's why your brother hated.
That's
So we going to be bowing down to you.
Right.
Amen.
Oh,
Yes, it
God.
They
will.
got name on. And so,
Yes, Lord.
they were doing Joseph a job. I mean, they were doing Joseph
A faith.
a favor.
Sure what?
Amen.
Yeah.
Lord God, amen. On the end, they had come back, what? Bow down to the foot. What you reap,
You were so.
they come back to you.
Come back here.
Yeah.
Sure will.
Come back to you.
Thank you, God.
Don't lose anything we say.
Oh, God, Bishop.
Hey, go.
Just like